though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water, then had to wait? Do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. This is Lamar Miller, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on second is Watson. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking there for Bruce Ellington, and it'll bring up third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Richmond! Hey, four down.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him, and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there.
Richmond. Tiger.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. A first down carry now for Miller. Room to run past midfield. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got Mike Gesicki, his rookie tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They come out here in the eye. Here's a run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down.
Deep.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And here comes the Texans now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On first down, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. A shotgun snap for Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Richmond. Come back. Hey.
On first and 10, Watson. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. Here's Watson now on second down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And Miller running right through it. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. The ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Tannehill. Going deep here for Stitt. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, all the way down at the 21-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and cause a nice play for lost yardage.
Tag.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Watson to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I
would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Come back, come back.
Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second is Watson. Muscles him off. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And escapes the sack. And he's got some space here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, but
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Covington in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off of play action, it's Watson. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, go down, go down. Alert flare.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle that time by William Hayes. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Tiger. Check. 3 down. Check 15. Tiger. Come back.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And he fends him off. Flush to his right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Charles Harris in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And bulldozing his way through. And he's loose again. 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now a handoff to Miller. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Richmond.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Come back.
Now Watson operating from the gun. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 24. Operating from the gun. Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On second down, here's Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Third down here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle, come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Right back to Drake. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Come back, come back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he finds his man Griffin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Watson on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And he gets it down to the 32. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Faking the give. Now Watson. His throw about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Come back, come back.
Back to throw, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.